I mentioned the babies used as alligator bait, so let me show that. I went ahead and pulled it up. So here you see babies used as alligator bait. Some of our people don't know this. They don't know some of the things that we went through. But babies used for alligator bait in the state of Florida. You see here the postcards with the babies. Now, look at this one. You see here the alligators grabbing on the baby there. Where is the one I'm looking for? I must have passed it. Let me go back up. Hold on. All right, here it is. Look at this one. In the 60s, alligator pencil holder with a black baby in its mouth. So you see these people, they made pencils out of this, and this was funny. This was hilarious. But using babies for alligator bait, innocent babies for, what kind of people do this? What kind of people are we talking about here? You see, the scripture says he had an ancient hatred for his brother. But here, this mess pollutes the land, killing innocent babies. And the people today, they cry about abortion. But babies were killed, and no one saying anything about this. It's like it never happened. So we're seeing here, the man divorced his wife, and she returned, and he returned to her again. Would not the land be greatly polluted? And there are worse things went on than this. And I brought this out before. It says, but you have played the harlot with many lovers, yet return to me, says Yahuwah. Lift up your eyes to the desolate heights and see. The Most High is telling you, lift up your eyes. Look and see what's going around. Don't be comfortable with it. Most of our people, the camps, they're comfortable with it. They don't have a problem with it. They feel good yelling and screaming at people in the streets, but they don't have a problem with it. They're in it. This is, where have you not lain with men? Okay, these people in America, where have they not committed these things? Where have they not laid with men with men? Where have they not committed all these abominations? By the road you have set for them, like an Arabian in the wilderness. Here are people in the streets, prostitution. They're in the streets, by the road. They're sitting there. They're waiting. They're waiting for their customers, their client. It says, and you have polluted the land. You have polluted the land. See, it's the people's deeds, the actions that pollutes the land. And you end up with a polluted land because of the polluted people. That's why you have a polluted people for a polluted land. And we shouldn't be in this mess. That's why he called us out of it. And we can't come out mentally and all this spiritually and come out of the system. You're in it. You are in it. And your harlotries and your wickedness. This is what the scripture is saying. Deuteronomy 24:4. Then her former husband who divorced her must not take her back. See, when you divorce, I was married before. And there was a divorce that happened. And now she married another. And I married another. I can't go back. Would not the land be greatly polluted if I was to go back? The land would be greatly polluted. That's what the scripture says. But the things the people do in America does not compare to what the scripture is saying. So you can see the greatness of the pollution that is in the land. We're seeing things we've never saw before. So he must not take her back to be his wife after she has been defiled. So here's defilement. When she's defiled, you can't take, when Reuben when he went into his father's concubine, when he did this, she was defiled. He couldn't go back into her anymore. He did something that defiled her. For this is an abomination before you, and you shall not bring iniquity on the land. You see, it's bad enough the people bring iniquity on themselves. In judgment day, they will be responsible for the iniquity they brought on themselves. But not only they bring iniquity on themselves, they bring iniquity on the land. So all your neighbors, people next door to you, you know what's going on in there. All types of wickedness. And here we have these teachers. They can't bring this out to you. They can't tell you. They can't point you into a righteous direction because they are polluted themselves. They're polluted people in a polluted land. So here we see it's an abomination. The iniquity bring on your iniquity, bring on the iniquity of the land. The land just sitting there shaking its head. You wonder why the land vomits the inhabitants out. She's sick. She is sick. So she vomit the inhabitants out. With Yahuwah, Elohim is giving you as an inheritance. This land was as an inheritance. But we today, we don't know our inheritance. Deuteronomy 21 and 23, we know this also well. Someone does something, he should be killed. It says his body shall not remain overnight on a tree. So he that is hanged on the tree, he is accursed of the Most High. He's accursed. Acts 10 and 39. And we are witness of all these things which he done, talking about Yahusha, both in the land of Yahudis and in Jerusalem, whom they killed by hanging on a tree. You see, here it is. Yahusha hung on a tree, and we have all these people with these crosses because of Christianity. He was hung on a tree, and you can't leave him on a tree overnight, so they had to take him down. Acts 13:29. They knew Torah. Now, when they had fulfilled all that was written concerning him, they took him down from the tree and laid him in a tomb. They couldn't leave him on the tree overnight. Now, America, they hung on a tree and left the people there day and night, rot. Some of them rot, being hung from a tree. No one took them down. And this is absolutely disgusting. This is why America is the most polluted land on earth. There are some wicked things going on in other lands, but what happened in Babylon is nothing. No land can top it. This is another reason we know she is it. That is it. None fits this. There's none that's worse than this. If there is another nation, you people that don't believe America is Babylon, if there is another nation that's committed more abominations, please tell us, where is it? Psalms 106, 34 through 39. Then when the Most High said destroy something, get rid of them, kill them, he meant it. It's a commandment. And somehow people, they didn't do this. So here's an example. They did not destroy the people concerning whom Yahuwah had commanded them. He commanded them to destroy the people, kill them. Kill them. And today, we would have a problem with this. You see, this is how he's going to deal with Babylon. He's going to say, destroy them, kill them. And he's going to give other nations the charge, the might, the power to do this. And they will kill. They're going to destroy the people. And none shall remain alive. The land shall be utterly desolate, just like Sodom. And it will be an example to the rest of the world. If you do this, the same destruction will come to you. So instead of destroying the people, they mingled with Gooey and learned their works. Here they go, mingling with Gooey, learning their works when he commanded them to destroy them. Killed them. They served their idols, which became a snare to them. The things our people are doing has become a snare to them. Are you doing something right now that's a snare to you? Is there a person in your life that's becoming a snare to you? The Most High wants you to turn them loose. Be loose from snares. Turn loose everything that snares you, that traps you, that enslaves you. He says, they even offered their sons and their daughters to demons and shed innocent blood. We understand innocent blood has been shed in Babylon since its inception. Innocent blood has been shed. The moment they got off, they came over with an evil heart. It's the most barbaric we've ever seen. These people, it's unbelievable. How is it? And here it is. I see the seeds of these people. And they think, oh, that was nothing. That was old. That's in the past. We're not like this anymore. And today, this wicked racism still exists because it's still in the wicked hearts of the wicked people. So they shed innocent blood. Now, our people are being murdered every day. Who else shed innocent blood? Let me not forget. Shaul. Shaul shed innocent blood. The blood of their sons and daughters, whom they offered to the idols of Canaan, and the land. Look, they're doing this to them sons and daughters. They are polluting themselves. They're mingling with gooey. They learned the works of gooey. They're serving their idols. They are polluted. Since they are polluted, the land is polluted. And you end up with a polluted land for polluted people. Do you want to be in the midst of a polluted land and a polluted people? Because this is what we face today. This is what our people are dealing with. And he told us to come from among them. And I'm going to show you examples in scriptures where we came from among them because of what they was doing. Because the land was polluted and the people was polluted and they came from among them. Did they flee? Is flee a doctrine or is it scriptural? See, people call flee a doctrine. Doctrine is a teaching. The Torah is a doctrine. Doctrine is teaching. And so they're saying flee doctrine, flee teaching. The scriptures, the Most High said to flee. The land was polluted with blood. We've seen the land polluted with blood because of the people shedding innocent blood. Thus, they were defiled by their own works. You are defiled. I am defiled by my own works and played the harlot by their own deeds. This is what defiles the land. This is what pollutes the land. Jeremiah 2:7. It has brought you unto a bountiful country to eat its fruit and its goodness. The land was a good land. It produced like you would never believe. It was a land flowing with milk and honey, as it says. It was a land that flourished beyond your wildest imagination. But when you entered, he says, but when you entered, you defiled my land. The land, look, they came in and defiled his land. When they came into the Americas, they defiled that land. We was born in a polluted land. All of us that was born in that land, we were born in a polluted land. And we were polluted people, doing all types of abominations, eating things that ought not be eaten by qadash people. So you defiled my land and made my heritage an abomination. So they defiled Babylon and made it an abomination. Jeremiah 3:9. So it came to pass through her casual harlotry. Here you doing what you're doing, casual harlotry, fooling around, messing around, that she defiled the land. We're seeing it over and over. It should be sealed that the people's action defiled the land. Make sure you understand the land you're living in. You see, we within the borders. We know where we are. We know the land we're living in. Make sure you understand the land that you're living in. You don't take the thought, the land you're living in. Your Babylonian teachers not going to go into the land that you're living in. They're not going to tell you the land is polluted. Because they don't want you to be qadash, and they are owned and operated once again. They are being ran. They are being ran. They're being told what to do. So the land is defiled. Is the land defiled and committed adultery with stones and trees? So you end up doing things you have no business doing.